Hey there, I'm Christina, a 32-year-old housewife just trying to keep everything from falling apart. Right now, I'm in the kitchen, mixing batter for Ethan's birthday cake when my little whirlwind bursts in. Mommy, can I lick the spoon? I chuckle, handing it over. Sure, sweetie, but just a little, okay. Ethan happily licks the spoon, and just then, I hear the front door creak open. Mark, my husband, walks in, looking exhausted from work. Hey, hun. How was your day? I ask. Same old, he says, surveying the scene. What's all this? I'm getting ready for Ethan's birthday party this weekend, I reply. I thought we could invite a few of his preschool friends. Nothing too big. Mark nods, but there's a flicker of hesitation in his eyes. Sounds great, but have you talked to Mom about it? Ah, yes, Vivian. My mother-in-law, who moved in after Mark's dad passed away. I try to be understanding, I really do, but sometimes. I was hoping we could surprise her, I say, trying to keep my tone light. And just like that, speak of the devil, Vivian glides into the kitchen. Surprise me with what, dear? I force a smile. We were just talking about Ethan's birthday this weekend. Just a small get-together with a few friends. Vivian's lips curve into that almost smile, the kind that never reaches her eyes. Oh, but didn't I mention my plans for that weekend? My heart skips a beat. Plans? Yes, dear, my high school reunion. I've decided to host it here. Isn't that exciting? I feel the punch to my gut. But Ethan's birthday. Oh, I'm sure he won't mind postponing it. After all, it's just a children's party, darling. This reunion is very important to me. I look over to Mark, silently pleading for support. But he's suddenly very engrossed in his phone. Typical. My phone buzzes, and it's a text from Rachel, my best friend. Still on for coffee tomorrow? I text back, absolutely. I need it more than ever. I glance out the window and spot Tom, Mark's childhood friend, walking past. Our eyes meet for a moment, and there's something in his gaze, concerned maybe? Suspicion? I can't be sure. I shake it off and turn back to Vivian, who's now rattling off a long list of what she'll need for her reunion. As I listen, I can't help but wonder. How did my life end up like this? And more importantly, how much longer can I keep pretending to be the perfect daughter-in-law before something finally breaks? Little did I know, that breaking point was closer than I thought. The next morning, after Vivian dropped her reunion bombshell, I'm up early, scrubbing the kitchen floor. My hands are raw, but it's nothing compared to the ache deep inside. Christina, dear, Vivian's saccharine voice makes me cringe. I've made a list of tasks to be done before the reunion. And don't forget to cancel Ethan's little party. We can't have children running around during my event. I rise slowly, my back protesting. But Vivian, it's his birthday. We can't just. Now, she interrupts. He's too young to even remember. Mark steps in, looking as uncomfortable as ever. Honey, maybe we could postpone Ethan's party, just this once. I feel like I'm drowning. But Christina, Vivian cuts in, her voice sharp. Don't be selfish. This is important to me. You wouldn't want to ruin my special day, would you? Defeated, I nod. As soon as she and Mark leave, I call Ethan's friends' parents to cancel the party, fighting back the lump in my throat. Later, I meet Rachel at our favorite coffee shop. One look at my face and she knows something's wrong. Spill it, girl. What's going on? I tell her everything, barely holding back tears. Rachel's eyes narrow. That woman is bad news, Chris. Something's not right here. I'm going to do some digging. As we're leaving, we bump into Tom. He looks concerned. Hey, Christina. Everything okay? I couldn't help overhearing. This reunion of Vivian's, it doesn't add up. I went to school with her, and I don't remember any plans for a reunion. A glimmer of hope flickers inside me. Really? That's interesting. Back home, I'm helping Ethan with his homework when Vivian bustles in. Christina, I need you to move Ethan's toys from the living room. They're an eyesore. But Grandma, Ethan pipes up. That's where I play with my friends. At my party. Vivian laughs, a cold, harsh sound that sends a chill down my spine. Oh, sweetie, there won't be any party. Grown-up things are more important than silly children's games. I watch in horror as Ethan's little face crumples. He runs from the room, sobbing. Ethan, wait. I call, but Vivian waves me off. Let him go. He needs to learn the world doesn't revolve around him. No, Vivian, I say, my voice trembling with anger. You need to learn that this family doesn't revolve around you. This ends now. Her eyes widen in shock, but I don't wait for her response. I rush after Ethan. As I comfort my son, I hear Vivian on the phone with Mark, undoubtedly spinning her version of events. But this time, I don't care. I've reached my breaking point, and there's no going back. It's time to stand up for my family, no matter the cost. Little did I know, the storm brewing would change everything. But in that moment, holding my crying son, I knew one thing for sure. I was done being silent. The day after my confrontation with Vivian, I'm on a mission. I've invited Rachel and Tom over while Vivian's out running errands for her reunion. Guys, I can't take it anymore. I say, my voice shaking. I need your help. Rachel places a hand on my arm. We're here for you, Chris. What do you need? I take a deep breath. I need to know who Vivian really is. Something's not right, and I'm done being manipulated. Tom nods, his expression serious. I've been doing some digging, Christina. Vivian never went to the high school she claims. I checked the yearbooks. She's not in any of them. My jaw drops. What? But why would she lie about that? Rachel chimes in, her eyes gleaming with determination. I might have an answer. I have a friend in the financial sector. She did some discreet checking. Vivian has a history of financial fraud. Multiple cases. But she's always managed to slip away before facing charges. The ground feels like it's shifting beneath me. Oh my God. Mark's father, he was wealthy, wasn't he? Do you think she targeted him? Tom finishes the thought for me. It's possible. Suddenly, a memory clicks into place. Wait here, I say, rushing to the attic. I return with a dusty box. These are Mark's dad's old things. I've never gone through them, but maybe. We spend the next hour sifting through papers. Finally, I find it. A stack of old letters. Guys, listen to this, I say, reading aloud. Vivian, I know what you're trying to do. I won't let you manipulate my son or take what belongs to him. This ends now. It's from Mark's dad, dated just a week before he died. Rachel's eyes widen. Chris, this is huge. But we need more. Is there anyone else who might know about Vivian's past? I think hard. Wait, Mark has an estranged Aunt Linda. She and Vivian never got along. Maybe she knows something. Tom's already on his phone. I can find her contact info. But Christina, what's your plan? I stand up, feeling more determined than I have in years. We let Vivian have her reunion. But it won't be the one she's expecting. We're going to expose her, once and for all. Over the next few days, we work tirelessly. I reach out to Linda, who is more than happy to help. She promises to come to the reunion with proof of Vivian's deceptions. The day of the reunion arrives, and as I help Vivian set up, I catch sight of Ethan watching us. His little face still confused and hurt. It strengthens my resolve. Everything looks perfect, Vivian. I say, my voice sickly sweet. Your guests will be so impressed. Of course they will, she replies smugly. Now make yourself scarce when they arrive. I don't want you embarrassing me. I nod meekly, but inside, I'm ready. But inside, I'm steeling myself. As the doorbell rings and the first guests arrive, I exchange a knowing look with Rachel and Tom, who are disguised as caterers. The stage is set, Vivian's web of lies is about to come crashing down, and I'll be damned if I let her hurt my family ever again. I watch as she greets her old classmates with fake enthusiasm. But I know the truth is finally about to surface. Let the real reunion begin. The reunion is in full swing, and Vivian is holding court in the living room, regaling her guests with tales of her high school glory days. I'm playing the perfect hostess, all smiles and politeness, but inside, I'm a bundle of nerves. Rachel sidles up to me, still in her caterer disguise. You ready for this? She whispers. I nod, taking a deep breath. As ready as I'll ever be. Just then, the doorbell rings again. I open it to find Aunt Linda, Mark's estranged aunt, standing there with a look of fierce determination on her face. Hello, Christina, she says. I believe you're expecting me. As Linda enters, Vivian's face turns ashen. What are you doing here? She stammers, her voice trembling. Linda's voice is sharp and steady. I'm here to set the record straight, Vivian, or should I say, Patricia Moulin. A collective gasp echoes through the room. Vivian stutters. I don't know what you're talking about. Linda pulls out a folder and holds it up. I have documents proving your real identity, your history of fraud, and how you manipulated my brother's will to cut out his own son. The room erupts into chaos. Guests murmur angrily, some confused, others shocked. Suddenly, a man steps forward, a look of grim determination on his face. Patricia Mullen, he says, I've been looking for you for years. I'm Detective Johnson, and you're under arrest for multiple counts of elder fraud. Vivian, or Patricia, whoever she really is, looks around wildly, her face pale with fear. This is ridiculous. Mark, tell them they're wrong. Mark, who has been watching in stunned silence, finally speaks up, his voice tight with emotion. Is it true? Did you lie to us this whole time? Did you hurt my father? Vivian's silence is all the answer he needs. As Detective Johnson begins reading her rights, Mark turns to me, remorse heavy in his eyes. Christina, I'm so sorry. I should have believed you. Can you ever forgive me? I take his hand, feeling a weight lift off my shoulders. We'll work through this together. As Vivian is led away, the reunion dissolves into a flurry of shocked conversations and statements. In the midst of it all, I feel a tug on my dress. It's Ethan, his big eyes looking up at me. Mommy, is the bad lady gone? Can I have my party now? I scoop him up into my arms, hugging him tightly. Yes, sweetie, the bad lady is gone. And we're going to have the best party ever. In the weeks that follow, our lives transform. We sell the house, too full of bitter memories, and find a cozy new place to call home. Mark and I begin rebuilding our relationship, stronger and more honest than it's ever been. And true to my word, we throw Ethan the most amazing belated birthday party with Rachel and Tom by my side. As I watch the joy on my son's face, I can't help but reflect on how far we've come. From silent suffering to finding my voice, from being manipulated to standing up for my family. It's been a hell of a journey, but looking at Ethan's smile, I knew it was worth every moment. As for Vivian, or Patricia, last I heard, she's facing a long stint in prison. But that's her story now. Ours is just beginning, and it's looking brighter than ever. Now I have a question for you. If you were in my shoes, would you have forgiven Mark for his blindness to Vivian's manipulation, or would you have ended the relationship? Think about the years of silent suffering and the impact on Ethan. Where do you draw the line between family loyalty and self-respect? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective might help someone in a similar situation. If you enjoyed this story of triumph over toxicity, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life drama and stories of personal growth. Your support means the world to us.